Howdy folks, welcome to episode 17. We are up at the logging camp because we did a bunch of moving iron. We moved all the iron down to the smelter, and so we're going to, we moved it all down to the smelter, and so we're now down at the logging camp because we need to get this cordwood down to the smelter, and as you can see we kind of have a slight difficulty with that. So that's the plan for today. Is what we need to do is we need to basically come up with a way to get down to there. And so I've got Betsy parked here with the cars, and those are the log cars, so those are different than the cordwood cars. So we need to get we need to find a way to get the cordwood down to there. So I think what we can do is we can basically just start with some whatchamacallit down here. What do you call it? The groundwork. We'll start with some groundwork down here, and we're gonna go variable grade. Whoops. We should, you know what we should do is we should do constant grade, and we're gonna try going like this. You know what? Let's do this first. We're gonna do some groundwork back here. We're gonna start it back here just so we have extra room if we have a really long train coming in to do cordwood. We can load up all the cordwood, right? So we're going to come back to here, and we want to basically come up a little bit here. There we go, and then we're going to go back down to 0. Then we're going to come out this far as we can this way. Let's get this all lined up. There we go. And that looks like that's lined up, so we're going to come out here, and we need to start turning as soon as we can. So here's the question, is should we just try to make up our own gradient, or should we do let's try to follow the land. Let's try that, because what we can do later if we need to is we can do a constant gradient thing, and let's go -1. We'll start with -1. This is going to be tough to even see where the groundwork is, right? Is it still coming out? Yeah, okay. And then we're going to go -2. Let's go to let's go to -2 first, and then we're not going to go straight to -3. Alright, and then we'll go to -3. We're going to kind of take it easy on the curves here and stuff. There we go. How's that curve look? Oh yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Alright, and then we're going to go like this. We come back to -2. And let's go like this for a bit and see what we need to get to there. Okay, that'll come out there. Alright, cool. And it's going to come out right here. Okay. And then we need to go -4. I don't think we're going to go -4. Okay, so what we want to do here is we need to clear a bunch of this stuff so that we can see what's going on, and we can get to the here, let's try to go in a straight line. We want to get to where the other thing is, where our junction is going to be. So let's see what we can do here. We're probably going to put a trestle in here, and we'll eventually convert that to a trestle too. But we'll see if we can get one that'll fit in here. Get this out of here too. There we go. I want that part where it kind of zigzags over the hill, where we're going to, because basically we need to rebuild some part of the track, so we might as well do that one, right? You think? Alright, and I think it's this right here. Let's see. If I can get this tree out of the way. Yeah, I think it's this right here. Yeah, this is it. So this is what we want to do, is we want to basically split off to the right. We're going to split off to the right, and then this one's going to go off to the left. So let's get some more of these trees out of here real quick. All right, and then we're gonna come out here, and we're gonna go like this, and I think we're gonna go a switch right, because this will go that way. Yeah, and we're gonna probably raise that up more to make it match. So if we put a switch right here, is it gonna match? Can we get it to match? I think we can. If we do that, it's gonna go backwards, isn't it? Yep, it does that whenever we go backwards is when it matches. Okay, let's take out some of the rails then. We're gonna take out the rails here. There we go. We're gonna take out these rails. Because this, I think we're gonna put groundwork. We're gonna change this. We're gonna put a bridge up. And the bridge is gonna come up to here. So, let's see if we can get our switch to connect to here. Switch right. There we go. Is that going into the ground? It's totally going into the ground, isn't it? Yeah, our train's not going to go over that, is it? Oh man, that's terrible. Okay. Alright, we need to get... I'm trying to think of how we can do that. I think we need to get more over the crest of the hill before we do it. So, let's go like this. Rails. 3-foot rail. We're going to come over the crest of the hill a little bit more. There we go. Alright, so let's try putting our switch here. See if this will do it. There we go. Alright, that's going to be our switch, and then we're going to make the groundwork fit. So we're going to take a trestle. We're going to start a trestle here. And make this match. This is going to be... Huh, that's interesting. It's not a 0 degree, is it? Like that. Is that 1 degree? -1? It's even more than -1, isn't it? There we go. Okay, so we can go like this. How's that look? I think that looks good. Alright, is this going to be fine coming over this hill? Yeah, there's not like a big jump or anything. Okay, good. I think that'll work then. Alright, and which way is our... Because our train's going to be coming down this track. Can we switch that? Did it just do that? Did it place a second segment? Yeah, I think it did. Okay, that's fine too. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to... Why is it doing that? Did it click twice? Yeah, it did. Okay. I guess we're going to have to start over on this because I screwed it up by doing the switch. Alright. Let's go like this. We need to come down, I think, 1.5 degrees. And we're going to go like this. And we need to come down 1.5 degrees. Why is it... It's still showing me the switch. Okay, I need to get off the switch. Alright, let's try this again. Bridges. There we go. Wooden trestle. And we need to come down by some amount that's going to match that, so... 1 degree. Okay, 1 degree looks good. Because if we can come down a little bit more... Let's go like this. And then we need to start curving left. So what we're going to do is we're going to go like this. And we're probably going to go... Oh, you know what? It's going to do... I think it's going to change... If I change this... Yeah, see, it's going to change that. So I have to finalize that and then do a second segment, a second separate bridge. Okay, so let's go like this. We're going to start it right here where this one is. There we go. All right, that works. And we're going to go turn a little bit. And then we're going to go turn a little bit more. And then we'll see what kind of height we need. Because we can basically just make this go across the entire chasm. And we'll see what we've got as far as this coming up to match. See, it needs to be a little bit like that. It looks like a 1 degree will work. Because there's our groundwork there. Can we get that far? We can't get that far. Okay, so it's going to come up to here. Let's go like, whoops, like this. There. And maybe 1.5 degree. There we go. And then we can go like this. What's it doing? Curve radius. Zero. Okay. And that's going to come out to here. I think this is a better line anyway. This will give us a little bit more. Yeah, this will give us a little bit more. So we should come out to maybe here. Is that the end of it right there? No, it's right here. Okay. Let's go like this. That's beautiful. Okay. And then we can do our wall. Our groundwork wall here. And we're going to make that flat-ish. Like that. Is that level with that? It looks like it's level with that. Okay. So then all we need to do is make this fit in with that. So we're going to do a constant grade. And we're going to go like this. And let's go up one. Okay. This song reminds me of Oak Ridge Boys. Alright. That looks like it's a little bit too high. It's got a little bit of Beverly Hillbillies to it also, but yeah. Okay, so there's our thing. So let's see if we can get our track. We'll get all these trees out of here that are close. And then we need to lay down track that goes all the way to over here. Okay, let's get these. And these. There we go. Alright, cool. And then this is going to be the, whatchamacallit track. So we're going to start here. Like this. And try to stay centered on this if we can. There we go. There we go. Right there. Three. Okay, there we go. All right. That's the end of the line. Now, what we can also do is if you want to, like, do a cool decorative thing, you can do, like, a stone wall. And you go like this. Oh, I guess we need to go a little bit farther than that, don't we? So you go like this. And then you put your wall right here. There we go. Right there. And then we go like this to the other side of the track. There. And then you take out all this garbage at the beginning. Demolish groundwork. See? And then you just have... And it's totally crooked. That's awesome. I'm going to keep it there just to bother you. Alright, but yeah, you can use that to make the ends. Obviously, that was a quick and dirty method of it doing so, but yeah, that's how you do that. Alright, let's see how our track looks as we walk back. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight there. I just need it to make a smooth curve here. And then we can demolish this groundwork too. There we go. Looks good. Is this one over here too? There. Oh, I guess we missed a spot. Should we put one in there? Let's put one in there. Go like this. And like that. And then we're going to go like this. Where is it? There we go. And then we can take this one out. There. See? Now it's not so bad. Alright. I'm hoping that the bigger locomotives will not have a huge problem on that corner. But if we need to, we can make it come out farther too. I don't know. We'll look at it. I'll have to look at it on the map and see what it says as far as the radius on it. So we're going to go like this. Let's go like this. And what if we hit Alt again? Will it just make it go straight? Yeah, it will. But it's not perfectly straight anyway, so just need to do this. So it looks like I don't know if I mentioned it in episode 16 or not. I know I mentioned it in 16 and a half. But there is a spline update they're working on, and you're going to be able to lay the track and the groundwork at the same time. I don't know if that's just optional or if it's always like that. Like if you can't lay groundwork separately. I imagine that they would have both options, so that people that want to do the groundwork like as decoration, because a lot of people are using it, like I showed you there, as the end post and for decorative purposes. So I can't imagine them purposely. Did we get a screwed up segment of bridge here? Yeah, we did. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna skip over it with this. There we go. Oh man, we're not close enough. There. Is that gonna be? No, that's not too bad. Okay, I don't know what happened with that segment of bridge there. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it just for the fun of it. Okay. Alright, so then the other thing we need to do is we need to start with a bridge back here again. And we need to go over to that one. So we're gonna go bridges. And we're gonna start this one, right? And we need to be -1. Yeah, that's what it was. Was it -2? It was -1.5. That works. Alright, and then we're going to do this. Is that even going to work? See, I'm not sure if that's going to be able to do that We'll see. We'll have to see. We'll have to try moving the train on it and see what happens. Alright, and so then we can do this. And then we can go... Oh, you know what? We have to end that bridge there. Alright. Because otherwise it's going to do that thing. Okay, so bridges, wooden trestle bridge, we're going to have to... Because the whole bridge is one thing. Is one level. So we're going to go like this. That's our 0. So we're coming from going down to level. And then we're going to go up a little bit. So, is it going to be 2 degrees? I think it needs to be 2 degrees. It doesn't need to be, actually. We could go 1 degree. Alright. And then we're going to take out a bunch of this, demolish the groundwork and the rails. Let's take these rails out of here. There we go. Alright, so we've got... This is going to come over the hill a little bit, which is fine, and then we're going to demolish this groundwork. That's fine. Actually, like that. That's perfect. So we'll match it up with that. And we need to get up on this before we start doing this, right? We'll demolish it once we're over on the bridge and we can stand on something. There we go. Alright, and then we can demolish that. Cool. Let's take that. There we go, and that. Alright, so then we just need a bridge that will connect these two things, and that shouldn't be too hard. Because that should pretty much be a straight line. Let's see what we've got here. Because once we connect this, it's going to be a constant grade thing, so we can just find what grade we need to match this. Can we come to right here? Will it let us? Nice. And look at that. Finalize. How cool is that? Alright, and that's going to be our grade. So we're going to get rid of this rail right here and try to connect down here. Okay, so let's go like this. 3-foot rail deck. And I think this is going in a straight line, right? Yeah, it is. Is it not going to let me place it? Okay. We need to turn off the alt thing then. Alright. Go like this. Try to stay centered for the most part. There we go. And I think we're going to end up with, yeah, we're going to end up too short. Okay, so let's go like this. There we go. Alright, I don't think these will interfere with each other. I don't know for sure, honestly. But I'm guessing that this little wooden thing, there's no purpose in having that as a collider. We're going to find out. We're going to find out the hard way. How'd you like to earn $20 the hard way? Alright. Tell the chef I still got marks. The steak still has marks where the jockey was hitting it. Alright. Dog food. And then we've got the same sort of deal where it's going to come over the crest of a hill and turn drastically, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, we're going to take all this rail out of here then. We're going to get rid of this rail here. And we're probably going to put in new groundwork too. So that looks like it's good. I don't know, we'll see if we can connect this rail. Like this. Because it needs to be over this way as much as possible, right? Is that it there? Yeah. A little bit more. Is that just gonna go like that? Yeah, it is. Okay. So like that, and then connect it. There. Let's see how that looks. That's not too bad. This is not a high-speed rail for sure, but no, that's not too bad. All right. Let's, we are switched to go this way, so why don't we do that? We'll try this out and bring our thing over, bring our Betsy over. Yeah, this is definitely not a high-speed rail. This is more of a, I love this being on the ground though, with the grass growing out of it and everything. So we are disconnected. We need to heat up Betsy. Yeah, that's disconnected because we need the other cars, the tier 3 cars. So the thing is, if I would have put logs in Betsy while we were doing this stuff, it would have just burned through them all and wasted them all. So there's no point in doing that. And she has boiler pressure. So yeah, we're going to take the brakes off. Go backwards here a little bit. We should be able to go downhill. Let's see. We got some time while her boiler is coming up to speed anyway. But yeah, this should... I like the trees in the middle there too. Although I'll probably end up taking them out anyway. Because they get in the way of the camera, that's the problem. I don't know, it seems like they work here though. I think they work here. It's nice that it kind of obscures and you can see parts of the bridge through it, but not completely. Alright. This is going to roll over this little bit of crest here. There we go. And then it's going to go down the bridge of 2%, wasn't it? It was a 2% grade. The thing is, when we're coming up this hill, we're only going to be pulling empty wagons, empty cars. Why am I calling them wagons now? Alright, so Betsy can get up there. And then we're going to run through this one just to make sure that we don't hit like some insane, you know, we don't hit some insane thing. And I think this is a flat. I think this is pretty much flat, wasn't it? It looks like it. Maybe it's a very small uphill. Yeah, I think it was a small uphill. A 0.5 or something like that. It wasn't very much. But yeah, just in case we get any doubled tracks or whatever, you know, that kind of thing that's just going to make the train flip off the tracks. I'd rather do that with just the engine instead of having, you know, an entire train full of cars. No, that corner doesn't look too bad. Alright, so we can pull up our alright. We can pull up our whatchamacallits. We'll go get our cars, and I think we should get more than just the 2. Should we get like 4 of them? Let's do that. Here. Let's get 4 of these. These, right? 1 and whoops. As long as we're going all that way. We need to just get 2 of them, right? Tier 3 order. Okay, so how much money do we have? 2,000. Okay. Because, yeah, we need to get cordwood and stuff like that anyway. It's kind of a coast all the way down. But it's nice that the logging camp is uphill. I think it's probably why they probably planned that on purpose, where it's like, let's make the easiest things at the beginning where you're carrying empties uphill, and then, you know, once you get like to the smelter, and now you've got to go uphill with full cars. And the heavy cars that are full kind of thing too. I bet those the ones that carry like the rails and the raw iron are heavy. Alright, I kind of like that you go through the wilderness to get to the logging camp here too. I don't want to clean that up too much. It's a logging camp, you know. When you make a logging camp, it's not like you're there. It's not like it's a permanent establishment like a sawmill. You know. Alright, are we... Yeah, we're lined to the right. So we want to get all of our... whatchamacallit, cars. So we'll go through all these switches and head all the way back to the home. The freight depot, whatever it's called. These should be lined for us to go that way, because that's where we came from last. Now, I'm probably going to have to take it easy coming around this corner, and specifically that corner, with 4 cars. With the 4 cordwood cars. We'll see. This one is our way, yeah. This one is going left. Alright. Trying to think of how we're going to do this. Can we pull up the other 2? I'm trying to think of how we can do that. We've got these 2 back here. Is this a downhill? Or is this level? Because I could do like the jump off the train and switch it right after the thing goes past, but I think we'll just end up carrying 2 in front and 2 behind. Whoa! The switch was not... It was not in the right thing. Okay. Let's jump out here. The switch was not going the right way. Whoops. Alright. Alright, whoops. Not that. I don't want a F, I want a G. Re-rail. Can we re-rail? There we go. Alright. Alright, let's go. Reverser, regulator. Which way is that switch? It's the wrong way. Of course it is. Why don't we go like this? And we're going to switch this. So that when we come back, we can pick up those other 2 cars. And we're going to do that on the way back instead of here. And I think our last place we went was to get those 2 iron, the hopper cars. So I think our switches are set. And we'll find out, won't we? I don't need the regulator 100% for that. I keep doing that. I need to start getting into that habit. And I want to try to form the habit of using the whistles too, because it's kind of fun. So... there we go. We only need a little bit in order to keep our speed with just an empty engine. I wonder what the bell is for. Alright, let's see what our... Yeah, our switch looks like it's over to the left. Yep, okay. We should be lined to to get those two cars. I don't know, we might be lined for the middle. On the old USB symbol, right? I like how the whole engine just flips. I wonder what happened if those hit the switch doing that. I doubt it did that. It probably damaged things, but I don't think it did that. That's my guess. Alright. Let's go like this. I'm going to put that on there. And start hitting the brake here in a second. Alright, we're going to bump this into the other one. Oh, you know what? We don't need to do that yet. We need to go like this, and we need to do that first. And then we can take this brake off. And then we can back up into the other one. There we go. Do that. Take that brake off. Alright, we should be good to go. Whoa! No, 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 no. There we go. Alright. Oh man, that was close. Always need to check the direction first. Alright. So our switches are all lined back to the other two cars. Yeah, there's nowhere here to turn around. I need to do that over by the freight depot, is make a big loop where the engines can turn around too. That'll be a future episode. Either a big loop or a roundhouse, one or the other. But yeah, where the engine can disconnect from the cars and spin around. And I think the thing with the roundhouse is that if you try to use that for that, the ones with the cars with the tenders on them tend to have problems. No pun intended, right? Stop saying 10. Alright, it's unintentional. Ah. I said it again! Oh, I said it! Alright. What word is? I can't get very far into life without saying is. Yeah, this is the real woodsy part. You know what would be awesome is even if they didn't have the ability to add tunnels, because apparently that's going to be really tough. The terrain engine on Unreal Engine is really not well suited for that or whatever. But even if they didn't have the ability to make new tunnels, it would be cool if there was basically a handful of existing tunnels through the mountains that you could utilize. And so basically you had to make your track get there. You know? That would be kind of cool. Yeah, that might be a fun way to do the things. The levels. Alright, is this our switch up here? Yeah, this is our switch. Alright. So let's see what we've got here. We are lined for that. Do we have a... We don't have a pin on the front. I don't remember if this one has a pin on the back either. So we're going to have to stop before we get there. I don't remember if this is level or downhill or what. It's actually kind of nice to have the cars want to pull back out, because then, at least on a hill of one kind or another, because then you can here, go like this. These are stuck together, right? No, they are not. All right, so this one needs to have the brakes on. Yep. This one does not need the brakes on. Is it going to go anywhere? Looks like it's on level ground then. Okay. But yeah, it'd be kind of cool if you have your stuff on a hill, it's kind of cool. It helps with this because then you can basically just control the cars themselves by taking the brake off. There we go. Is it gonna... Nope. That one. There we go. Did it hit this one? Yes, it did. Alright, so we can take this brake off. And then we're going to go forward a little bit because of it. This is going to start pushing, right? No? Okay. Those brakes are off. These brakes are off. Okay, all of our brakes are off. Oh, I guess Betsy's brake was still on. Alright, so we want to go backwards. And we're going to do this. And we're going to go. What's going on? Why are we not going backwards? I thought we turned all the brakes off. Oh, this brake is not off yet. Okay. I must have missed it. Alright. People are going to get really mad if I'm doing the wrong signals. That's even worse than not doing any signals at all, right? How to troll your audience. 101. Alright. See, I could bring those all the way back to the siding and then get... No, I still can't do it that way. It still doesn't work. Then we're going to put that on forward. And then we're going to stop. We'll flip the switch. And we should be set to go all the way out. So, how's our... Okay, we're good on fuel. Alright, so we're going to go forward. There we go. We don't need to go super fast. There we go. I want to do this so I can make extra money because I want to get the big engine so that we can pull a really long train. These little trains of 2 cars and stuff are not trainy enough. You know what I mean? It's kind of not really train-like when there's only a couple cars. You know, it's more, you get that real trainness when there's like, you know, 12, 20 cars at least kind of thing. Where they're all following around the corner and stuff. It's just some kind of hypnotic, you know, thing it triggers in our brain or whatever. There's got to be some ancestral thing that they're doing that. Okay. Let's slow down a little bit. We're going to coast through this corner. We're going to take it easy through here because this is the sharpest corner. Are we open over here? No, we don't have an opening over there. I need to make a siding over there so I can put those other cars away. Because that's really, they're in the way. Although then having to do all those switches to come around there is probably, what I really need to do is just fix that thing and maybe make it a 90. Maybe to make it a 90 and have it cross that way. Okay, we should be good to go all the way up to the cordwood because that's where we came from. So let's do it. Let's send it. There we go. Past the first switch. We need to load all this cordwood up, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take the cordwood all the way down to the, whatchamacallit. Now, what I can do is I can actually rearrange this train over at the Y, I think. We can pull in... No, not really, but we have a siding where we can do it, I think. I think we have a siding somewhere that will do that. So the other thing we did in episode 16 and a half was we fixed up the bottom of the bridge. We came flying down there, and I don't remember if that was in 16 when we came flying down and flew off the track. I think that was. But anyway, we came flying down that and flew off the track, and so in 16 and a half we went and rebuilt the end of the bridge to smooth out that corner so it wasn't so tough. If you go absolute full speed down that thing with like no brakes at all, with a fully loaded iron cars, it will, the iron cars will go around that corner and tip onto 2 wheels a couple times. which is actually pretty funny, but also very scary. So yeah, it's not a full speed corner right now. It's definitely a, you know, apply some brakes kind of corner, but it's drivable. It's not like you have to, you know, slow to a crawl or anything. You just have to slow down to maybe 80%, 75% full speed. So it's not too terrible. All right, we are coming up this hill. And I think it levels off mostly. Yeah, up at this corner is where it levels off. I kind of like this where you're coming up to a hill to the place where you need to stop. Alright. See if we can load these two. See what this one loads. If it'll load that one. I don't think it will. I think it'll load this one, but that's me. Oh, yeah, it will. Okay, so let's go forward a little bit more. We're going to go forward. We're going to bring this up so that we can load both cars at the same time. Alright. And these should just keep refilling, right? Yeah, they're just going to keep refilling. See what it does. Okay. How many cordwoods is it? It's of 8? Oh man. I bet this is where people rage quit, isn't it? 8 of those per car. It must stack them double high or something. That must be what it does. Yeah. There's 4 on that one. I wish you could click those remotely from back here, from farther away, so that you can see them. You don't have to click them and then do this, I guess. I guess this is the way to do it. Yeah, they're stacking them double high. Okay. There we go. It's one way to watch it. Stack. That one and that one. This is 6. Yeah, that should be one of the options, loading speed, right? You click it and it just goes, you know, it goes all the way through. Like the whole cycle in like 1 second. It just goes, you know? Right? Sorry for the motion sickness there. But yeah, that would be one way to appease different tastes, right? Like I've said in many other videos of this and other games is, you know, people enjoy different aspects of the game, and so why not let them highlight the aspect of the game that they enjoy. Okay, so, you know, people don't, because a lot of people seem to comment on that they don't enjoy. I don't want to be a train loader, you know. I didn't buy a game to load trains. I bought a game to drive them or whatever, you know. Like this. I mean, the same can be said of building track too. Not everybody wants to spend a lot of time building the track. Go a little bit more. There we go. All right. And then we take these down to the thing that should finish up our episode, and we can take these down to the whatchamacallit, and it'll start making the rails in the steel stuff. So then we're going to have to come back and get cars for that, won't we? I think we will. Let's get one more load going, and then we can look at the car types. I think maybe the log one is the one that takes the rails. Let's see. Log, no, that's steel pipes. Rails. Okay, so the 2s. Those are the ones that we use for the lumber, so we already have 6 of those. Okay. Alright, that's cool. That's not too bad then. We don't have to buy yet another kind of car. I think we have all 3 kinds now that you need. So, and then the 2 that we need to pick up are the boxcar and the tanker and the boxcar. Yep, that's it. As far as freight pieces go. There. Yeah, as far as the different, what do they call them? Rolling stock? Rolling stock. I'm picking up the jargon, the vernacular. I'm really tempted to make up my own terms that you know what they mean, but they're still wrong. Right? You know that I'm trying to say that, or you know what I mean? You know that that's what I mean, but but that's not the word that anybody else ever uses to mean that. All right, so we're gonna bring the cordwood down. We're gonna go backwards, and why don't we set this on like 20? So we don't need, yeah, we don't need that much. All right, let's get our fire going while we're doing this. 1, 2, 3. There's 71. Let's do one more. There. All right. Where are we now? Cool. Beautiful. So our switches should be good to go back to the siding where the ore cars are. Okay, yeah, our switches should all be set for that. So we're good on that. And it looks like, yeah, we're not colliding with the... Are we? Maybe we are. We are colliding with the wood from that. Huh, that's interesting. But it's not derailing it or anything, so we're going to leave it. I'm not going to complain. But yeah, for future reference... For future reference, it does. I don't think we even need to do any power on here, do we? I think we coast all the way down. I think this might be level ground here. We need the thing in the cab. You need a thing in the cab that has a bubble on it, right? So you can tell what the level is. That would be cool. You can tell what level the track is at, although they didn't have that in those. Otherwise, they would include that. They would have included that in the train models and made them functional. I would have thought that, I don't know. I would have thought a train would have a speedometer on it, but I guess not. Because that's not that would be like the easiest out of all these things. Would probably be the easiest to simulate or whatever. It's not like you don't know what speed the thing is, right? It's one of the most basic properties of the object. Let's get some more speed going here. I feel like one of our brakes is on or something. Yeah, I don't know how much these things weigh either. How much do these things weigh? Does it say? It doesn't show me. I can't see how much it weighs. Okay. It's not going to tell me. Alright. So we're past this switch. See, we could back into that with drop off 2 cars. I think we'd have to go past 2 of them or whatever. Because we can turn around with that, but it's a huge pain. We could put 2 cars in this siding and go back that way to the left and turn around, but it's not worth it. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal to have them in the middle like this. And I think we're just going to coast around this corner. With these giant loaded trains, I think we're going to coast around this corner, because this corner is scary. This corner scares me. Alright. Looks like we're okay. It'd be kind of cool to have 90, you know, a 90-degree crossing on that. If we get it to happen. We are still coasting. That's a lot of downhill, and I think this is where we're going to hit the uphill. So we need to start giving it some gas. Alright. Give it some petrol. Alright, and then we're going to brake here. And let's see if this thing is going to hold, if Betsy's brakes can hold this thing. Not really. Alright, we're going to do that. And then we need to remember to take those back off. That one there? Yep. Okay. Really? There we go. That's weird. I can walk up the side of it, but not the back. Okay. Take the brakes off. And we're going to go forward. There we go. And I thought woo-woo was just like the, you know, something kids did when they played trains, right? But apparently I think the two toots is when you go forward. I'll bet they don't call them toots. See, I need to sit down with a list of the jargon and then come up with jargon that... It's like the anti-phonetic alphabet, you know? E as in I. Right? I think we are lined to go... That is to the... That is lined to go... Yeah, okay, that is the right way. Alright. It looked like it was sticking straight up from the way I was looking. I don't know. Alright, we're going to go at 40% maybe? It feels like this is a really heavy load. I don't know how much the cordwood weighs, but it feels like it's a really heavy load. I don't know if it would be heavier than the same... I imagine this would weigh more than a car full of logs, right? Because the logs are... There's only 6 of them, so there's a lot more empty space. They're stacked a little bit higher, but there seems to be a lot more empty space. Can I see? Let's go up this way. No? Can we... There it was. 10,000. Okay. I don't remember how that compares to the logs. So we are set up. I think the lumber is about that much. Which would make sense because the lumber can be packed a lot more dense. There we go. Watch for this switch here, and then we'll show you the corner that we fixed up. A little bit more juice. We'll call it the juice. The juice, not juice, the juice. Give it the juice. A little more the juice. I don't want to know what, I don't want to know what YouTube's automatic captioning will do with that, so maybe I'll use a different word. Okay. This should be, I think, pretty much level, and then we start going down the hill. Alright, here we go. Here's our roller coaster. So I'm going to jump out here so that we can look at something else. There we go. I don't know why it defaults to the bell. That must be what you're looking at. That's pretty cool. So yeah, we went up to the mine up there and did 3 runs, I think. We brought up all the lumber and stuff. We're going to start hitting the brakes about there, because that's where it starts getting steep. And we're going to put the reverser on too, in case we need to. But yeah, we brought up the 6 cars of lumber and logs, or lumber and whatchamacallit, that were already on there. Lumber and beams. Yeah, this is a heavy train, isn't it? Oh man, this is scary. It's scary. No, they're not. Okay, that's perfect. That's beautiful. That's what we were looking for. Just to come around that corner at about that speed. Alright, cool. So yeah, it was the 3 cars of beams and 3 cars of lumber we brought up, and we should be able to just coast. No hands the rest of the way. So we brought those up, and it made like 60 more iron, and then we brought the iron down in like 3 separate trips. So that was, and then we fixed up, as you can see here, we fixed up all the zigzaggies on here, and we made the track go straight. We make our track straight, we will get respect. All right. Obscure movie quote of the day. It's not even a movie. Okay. The Pack-Led Train Engineers. Let's hit some more brake here, because that's a little sharp. There we go. Alright. And then we should be good for the rest of this, because this is a fairly shallow angle. Like this. See our cars. That's cool. I like that you can just coast down this whole thing. There's our destination. I always think that's interesting that, you know, you have to, it's like, we're right there, but it's right there. But you still have to make this giant loop around so that you don't hit it, you know, so that you can turn and you can't turn sharp, and you can't go down and up and down hills quickly. Alright. I like that all these switches are set up right like that. Okay, so the other thing on here that I want to do in a bonus episode again is what we're going to do is we're going to rip all that out, and we're going to take these and make them go that way forward. We're going to take these two switches that go out, and we're going to make them go up parallel to where we're going now and out into this big grove of trees over here in order to turn around and come back. So that way it's not so treacherous, and because we've got tons of room out here. And then I think what we'll do also is we'll have another switch out there that'll be our that'll go to our track that goes up to the coal mine. I like how you come down the hill and there's enough of this flat that you basically coast almost perfectly into the unloading area. I mean, it's you barely have to do a little bit of brake at the end. It's so cool. That's how awesome I am that I made that. See, we've got iron ore, we've got 100 down here now. Alright, we need to start hitting the brakes. Let's see where our train stops. A little bit too much. Oh, that looks good. Okay. So, let's see if both of these can make it onto the thing. Yeah, that looks like it's going to do it. Okay, so we're going to go like this. Let's look at our money, 2002. Alright, and let's see what we've got. 7, 9, 11. Cool. 16. And then we made 160. Okay, so it's 10 per. All right, that's cool. And then we'll drop off our next two. Let's get our reverser. Should be easier to go this time. Should be easier to go this time. Now that we have a lot less mass on here. That was a whole lot. We got, what, 10 tons off? And we'll brake with the car right at the very front here. That's perfect. Okay, so that one's going to drop off. 2162 is what we had. Cool. And it's doing the, it's making stuff. It's making its output. We're going to go around the other side and see. Awesome. How much money do we have? 2,300. So we need to get like 4,000 or whatever in order to get a decent engine. So we're going to need to make a few runs to somewhere. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take wherever this is. Raw iron. We have raw iron and we have rails. So we need to take the raw iron and the rails over to wherever it is. Cool. Well, that's going to be it for episode 17. I hope you had fun today. Join me in episode 18 or 17 and a half. 17 and a half, I think we're going to fix that loop and do some scouting if we have time. Do some scouting to the next place, wherever the next place is. But yeah, that's going to be it for 17. Join me in episode 18, and we'll see you then. Later.